Alright, y'all. I'm gonna try and make this quick. As y'all see, T Woods was yet again in another accident, serious one at that. And I ain't gonna talk too long about it, because every time I get my commentary, they get mad and want to take my shit down. So I'm gonna let it play. Leave me your thoughts.
And welcome back. We are following breaking news here. Tiger Woods injured, according to reports, moderate to critical condition right now after a single car crash that happened this morning about 7:15 Pacific time in LA. According to paramedics and firefighters, they did have to use what they call the jaws of life to get him out of that vehicle, rush him over to the hospital, where his agent says he is now in surgery with multiple leg injuries. That is all we know in regards to his injuries as of right now. People in the sports world, the world of golf, reacting immediately to this, including Justin Thomas on tour, who is preparing for the WGC event, a very good friend of Tiger Woods. Here's what he had to say not long ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sick to my stomach. You know, it hurts to see one of your, now my closest friends, you know, get in an accident. And, man, I just hope he's all right. Just worry for his kids, you know. I'm sure they're struggling.
Here is the statement from Tiger Woods' agent. Tiger Woods was in a single car accident this morning in California where he suffered multiple leg injuries. He is currently in surgery. We thank you for your privacy and support. That is all we have right now from Tiger Woods' agent.
No doubt all of his family being told and has been notified about this. Of this amazing golfer who we just pray will get back on his feet very soon and recover quickly from this horrific crash, rollover crash in Rancho Palos Verdes. Let's go ahead and read you the statement again from the LA County Sheriff's Department, saying that at approximately 7:12 this morning, that those deputies responded to this crash. The only car involved, from what they have found so far, the only car in this rollover crash right on the border of Rolling Hills Estates, and that's the sign that we saw split in half, the Rolling Hills Estates sign there on the boulevard in Rancho Palos Verdes, that it was traveling, they're not saying how fast, but it was going northbound on Hawthorne Boulevard at Black Horse Road when something went wrong, veered off this boulevard, flew into the bushes and the trees, landing off of this stretch of road, landing away from pretty far from where he was initially driving, and just so much damage, major damage. And the Sheriff's Department noted that as well to the vehicle. That Woods was the only person inside of that car, and they identified him very quickly as a PGA golfer. You know, identifying him, yep, this is Tiger Woods. He had to be extricated from the wreck with the jaws of life by the LA County firefighters and paramedics who showed up, and then he was taken to the local hospital by ambulance for those injuries, and the traffic investigation is now underway. You are watching KCAL 9 News here at noon as we bring you this breaking news of a rollover crash injuring multiple leg injuries to pro golfer Tiger Woods, who had been here in Southern California at the Genesis Invitational at the Riviera Country Club when this happened shortly after 7 this morning. We just know that those injuries were caused to his legs, that he sustained multiple injuries to his legs. That's all we know at this point, that he has been rushed to a local hospital, and now the investigation is unfolding right in front of us live here. We had our sports director, Jim Hill, out there live talking to me from the Genesis Invitational. And our sports director, Jim, he is still there. He has been, you know, telling me so much about and giving us insight into just the last few days that Woods, he hadn't been playing, although he did kind of, you know, had some fun moments with Dwyane Wade yesterday after the tournament, but he hadn't been playing. He'd been offering his commentary. So, Jim, what else do you know? And fill us in.
Jasmine, thank you very much. As you just mentioned, Tiger was with Dwyane Wade and David Spade. They were doing a documentary for Golf Digest, and they were out there yesterday and then, of course, earlier today. As I mentioned earlier, one of the things that I have been told by California Highway Patrol, and they have seen the wreckage, they said that, you know, Jim, this guy was going at a pretty good clip of speed, especially when he has to be gotten out of of the car with the jaws of life. And then they also said at the accident there weren't that many skid marks, which means he was going really fast and then all of a sudden went off a cliff or hit something. So once again, you know, we have to remember that there may be other stories that are going to come out simply because it's Tiger Woods. But as of right now, what we know is that he was with David Spade, he was with Dwyane Wade. They did something for Golf Digest, and they were doing something this morning, and obviously this happened afterwards. And then the California Highway Patrol have told me that for something like this to happen, to look at the wreckage and how it is, and to see that either there were virtually no skid marks or whatever, that he was going at a pretty good clip of speed, and all of a sudden this just happened.
Wow. And Jim, Tiger, he was scheduled then to take part today in the second day of a Golf Digest, you're saying, a Golf Digest video shoot.
Yes, he was. He was scheduled. He did some shooting yesterday, and he was going to do some more today. That is absolutely correct. And you know, I like I said before, I know there's going to be a lot of speculation, and we have to wait until the facts come out or what we find out from sources that we know, but more importantly, sources that we trust. And I trust the people that I talk to that told me that when you're gotten out of a vehicle, then you have to be gotten out with the jaws of life. You were traveling at a pretty good clip of speed when the accident occurred.
Jim, you mentioned sources that we trust. Stand by. We want to go to Lieutenant Michael White with the LA County Sheriff's Department to give us what he knows. Lieutenant, thank you so much for the time.
You're welcome.
All right, so first off, give us the details about this crash that we were looking at involving golfer Tiger Woods.
About a little bit after 7 this morning, we got a call of a solo traffic collision on northbound Hawthorne Boulevard near Palos Verdes Drive North in the city of Rolling Hills Estates. And the responding deputies realized who the driver was when they arrived.
Okay. Lieutenant, you know, the jaws of life had to be used to pull Woods from his vehicle. First, it's an SUV or is it a smaller car? I can't even tell.
You know what? I haven't been to the scene. I believe it's an SUV, and as far as the jaws of life, I don't believe that information is accurate.
Oh, there was a tweet. It was a statement from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department that they said they had to use it. Paramedics and firefighters did. So that's where we got the information. So we're going off of that statement.
Okay. Well, at the moment, I don't have any indication that the jaws of life were used.
Okay, Lieutenant, let me ask.
We could maybe stop putting that one out. I don't have any report of that.
Okay, is this stretch of highway, this boulevard, Hawthorne Boulevard, is this a dangerous place? Are you guys responding a lot to drivers crashing here? Because
it's not necessarily dangerous, but it is a downhill grade.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Complete with runaway truck lanes.
Okay. So you find a lot of times. Are people purposefully speeding because it's a flat, straight stretch, or is there once the downhill part is over, is there a big curve?
It's a steep grade where you could pick up substantial speed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you mentioned
he was headed downhill at the time.
Okay, so he was going downhill northbound. Is that correct then?
That's correct.